Welcome to Friday Live, brought to you by the Hood. I'm your host as always. My name is Jimmy, and for those who don't know, this is our Friday Live show where we, come to you on Friday, talk about what's going on in our world, speak to the people of our community. Man, shout out to those that will be tuning in. Give our folks some time to get here. But Corey, what's up, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Living La Vida Loca, man. Nothing wrong. You know what I mean? I got the.
Oh, stats to die trying. Look,
You
look,
know,
look. It's
if you
it's
if
hoodie
you if you've
season
been
out
living
there.
this life like we have for the last few years, you should
Yeah,
be.
I got the hoodie on too, bro. I got the hoodie on. Stacks
Yeah.
after that.
If you've been living that life, man, you should be doing all right now. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
just,
for those that are living that life, you should be doing okay right now, right? Right now, it's officially we as they say we back more than
it's
we over
it's up
60
it's
as we
it's up and
record this.
it's up and it's stuck.
Yeah, as we record this, Bitcoin is $62,409.31. Now, this is not our Bitcoin show. That is on Mondays. That is Stack Sats or Die Trying. K Diggy's in the building. No
What it
CFL.
is though.
What's good, K Diggy? How are you? He said, except y'all, no CFL or fighting family. Okay. Listen, leave that alone, man. We all about the positivity here, man. We about the positivity, man. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. Yo, everybody come in and let us know who's here. Hit the like button. For those listening to the audio, shout out to y'all. I will make sure that this is an enjoyable audio experience by keeping you in mind. Although, we are live on video. And the video is always on demand on our YouTube channel, Facebook page. Detroit is in the building. BMF is back, by the way. Shout out to Jamil. Jamil says, what up, though? The Stack Stats pod was fire this week. Can't wait until Monday. Jamil, I appreciate you checking it out. I'm glad you're getting value from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling the board out on the Stack Stats show. So it's part Bitcoin news, part education, man. But I make sure every Monday, a couple minutes of content in terms of what's going on in the Bitcoin space because we will not be left behind. Adrian is in the building. What's up, Adrian?
What's up?
How are you? You know what I'm saying? Now we got Chi-Town in the building. We got Chi-Town, Detroit. We got the West Coast. Where is all our Philly people? We are Philly people, man. I see a number of folks coming in. Let me know who's here.
Hey, where's our Memphis people? Because Memphis love us too, man. Where's our Texas people?
Oh, listen, man. Memphis and Texas, dog. That's like I don't know what. Like, yo, shout out to Chastity. It must be Chastity, man. Because Memphis, we be popping in Memphis. Shout out to Memphis, man. All y'all, man. Sam is in the building. What's up, Sam? How you? Samuel's checking in with us. Yeah, man. So this week, man, interesting week core in the markets. Our MDC play that we gave our Monday popped by like Tuesday or Wednesday, which was what was the play? Oh, it was my Yeti. We had Yeti. Did damn near 50% on the Yeti. You know what I'm saying? For those in the NDC, you saw our Monday class. I had live props and everything, man. You know what I mean?
Monday, yeah, the Yeti cups all over the place.
Folks was cashing out by Wednesday. So shout out to y'all that got into the play, made plenty of bank because I did see people in the circle saying they made bank. Lorraine is in the building. What's up, Lorraine? How are you? Our brother Jose. As an aside, because Jose did send it last time we ended the show, tonight's Bitcoin giveaway is sponsored by our brother Jose. So for those who may be tuning in for the first time, when we do our Friday live show, we give away $25 of Bitcoin every Friday that we are here. We weren't here last week because it had a live event, but you'll be back this week. But Jose did send some chicken in for us to give away. So Jose is our sponsor this evening. Shout out to our brother Jose Sanchez, an integral part of our community who supports everything we do and is a good brother overall. So shout out to the brother Jose, man. Speaking of that though, last Friday and Saturday, and by the way, everybody do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the love button, get those up. You know what I'm saying? We need the like buttons to help us fight the algorithms as we talk about black wealth and personal finance and all kinds of other ratchet topics. But last Friday and Saturday, there was an event in Philly. A couple special things about the event. The event took place at the Leon Sullivan Trust Building. And, we talk about Leon Sullivan a lot on our show. He's one of our heroes. But to be in his building that he created was kind of fire. But our investment club, and shout out to those that reached out about the investment club. We got new members coming aboard. Our investment club hosted an event, which was a movie screening of a movie called B1, which stands for Black First. So Friday, the movie was broken down into sections. So Friday was some sections and Saturday were some sections. We watched the sections. The sections dealt with everything in terms of like the Black economy, Black love, supporting Black folks, Black education, all that kind of things. And we had panels surrounding it. My brother Malik Carter was on the panel with me. We had fun chopping it up. But it was an overall successful event. The room was packed. And we got to share energy and space with folks that look like us from all different walks of life. One of the things that took away from this is, and you see today's topic, which is social media is a lie, is as we were having these conversations, and shout out to Cajon, who's here now. Cajon was there both days. That's our brother right there, who's also a member of our group. Shout out to Cajon. Oh, and also shout out to Cajon too, man, because Cajon is a young titan, man. He be low key with it, man. But Cajon out here like buying and building businesses, man. So Cajon, I see you got a new business getting ready to start. I don't know if it's a roller skating ring. I don't know what you got going on, but Cajon, get into it, man.
The last time I talked to Cajon, he was opening up a popcorn shop in the mall.
So he got a popcorn shop. He got a Nerf activity type center joint, and now he got another one coming. But anyway, Cajon was in the building. But one of the things that occurred to me in a couple conversations I had after the event is that social media is a lie. And I'll explain to you what I mean when I say this. Jarrell, what's up, Jarrell?
What it is, though?
Yeah, more people do me a favor, man. Hit the like button, hit the love button. If you want YouTube, show us some love. And if you are on Facebook, because that is where we stream live, show us some love. For those that may be listening to the audio version of this, if you want to chop it up with us live, is youtube.com/bythehood or facebook.com/bythehood. Pascal is pulled up. What's up, Pascal? How are you? Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, our folks is pulling up now. Now we can really get into the nitty gritty of our topic. But as I was sitting there, we're having these conversations, we're building with each other, sharing food, conversation meals and all that. The very next day I went to it's a brand new Black owned brunch spot, and the founders were actually at our event. It's called Brunchaholics. And Brunchaholics, those two founders were at the event, so I went to their place, and we're chopping it up there too. And it's funny because I saw folks from the event, but the point is, I realized, I say, social media is a complete lie. And here's what I mean by that, Corey. I'm going to set the table by saying this. Social media is a lie because on my timeline and other people's timeline, we got all these whack conversations that are going on, right? I'm talking about the 50-50 bills, who eats ass, $200 dates, dinner with Jay-Z, Black men don't do this, Black women don't do that, Black people never support each other, and that's just not my experience. Now, I know there's a whole side of the world, that this happens in, but it's not my experience, and the data doesn't back this up. It's not to say that we're not struggling financially, because we are struggling financially, but all of the other stuff that goes on in the conversations on social media is a flat out lie. So I went through. I said, all right, you know what? Let me start purging my timeline, man. Anybody talking about, all the negativity, I'm just muting them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna mute you. That's all. But I came across this post that it struck a chord with me because it actually expressed what I was feeling as I was blocking and muting people. I'm gonna share it in a second. Let me get to a couple of these comments. Jamil has a question. He says, in a future episode, will you address the BTC is fake money with no intrinsic value and isn't decentralized because you can see the ledger and the government can tax and seize, and most people convert it to cash in order to use argument? Went in circles with one of my 5% brothers for about an hour. I'll address that right now.
Hold on, let me stop you. Don't go in circles with nobody for an hour, Jamil. Don't you ever do that again. Because if they have not studied what you have studied, then you going in circles with them is a waste of time and waste of breath. You might like this person, you might love this person, but going in circles with them for an hour for something that they have not studied and have no knowledge of, and no interest in, is a waste of time.
So here's the thing, right? And shout out to the gods and earth. What I'll say is this: what is money? If you're going to start this off by saying fake money, if that's fake money,
you got to define money.
Yeah, what is money, right? That's the first question. Decentralization has nothing to do with what's on a ledger. Decentralization has nothing to do with how much of the actual asset anyone has. Decentralization has to do with the network. When it comes to Bitcoin, there are two Bitcoins. There is Big B and Little B. Big B being Bitcoin, the network, little b being Bitcoin, the actual currency that flows via that network. Decentralization deals with the actual network. Anyone can run a node and anyone can participate in the network, which makes the network stronger. That is what makes it decentralized. If BlackRock were to go out tomorrow and buy 99.9% of Bitcoin, it would still be decentralized, although they own that much of little b, because they still do not control.
They don't control the network.
So that means that the person you're talking to doesn't understand what decentralization means, considering they're bringing up the ledger and the government can tax and seize, which also isn't true, because if the government looks on a ledger and it says B1C325, whatever it may be, has this amount of Bitcoin, where are they going to go to seize said Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is rules without rulers, because I can look on the blockchain and see that, but if I don't know your address, what does it matter?
Even if you know my address.
Yeah, because there's also ways that I can make it so you don't know my, like, so there's a lot of things that we can get into from a technical standpoint.
Even if you know my address, if I have multi-sig on my device, you're still not getting it.
Yeah, you're still not getting it, right? And you say, well, what are you going to do? Force me? You're going to torture me to give you my seed phrase? Like, you know, and that's the thing, right?
So you could torture me to give you the seed phrase, but you still got to be physically present to get it.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is the person you're talking to doesn't understand what it is they're talking about. So to Corey's original point, you're wasting your time. And people converted to cash in order to use argument is also a falsehood. I've lived on Bitcoin for weeks at a time, and there's strategies to that I'll probably go over in future episodes. I don't have to convert to cash ever. Right? In fact, the way I'm living now, I've switched it up, and I've given a hint on this on the Stack Sats or Die Trying podcast, which airs every Monday on YouTube, as well as Facebook, as well as our audio feed. What I'm doing now is I'm literally stacking all my money in Bitcoin, and when it comes to paying stuff, I convert it at the time to fiat just to pay said bill, and then get a rebate on that. That's something new I'm doing with Fold. Also, I got Roundup now on my Fold. I got an early, I get early access. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Jamil, who you're speaking to doesn't understand what it is, right? Because all that is nonsense. If they understood what they were talking about, they wouldn't say those specific things. Mache asks a question. Mache says, what I need is to be able to watch y'all on Fountain Live. Shout out to Mache. Mache helped me this week because he let me know that, hey, you guys have never claimed your podcast on Fountain, which we did now. So shout out to Mache for that. And for those who don't know what Fountain is a podcast platform that actually pays you to listen to podcasts via Satoshis. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my Bitcoiners pulling up on our Friday live show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I love being around, you know, our black Bitcoiners. Rock Noxious is in the building. What's up, Rock? Rock says, what's goody? Got the slot early. Nephew's got a playoff game. Salute to the nephews. Good luck in the playoff game.
Good luck.
Appreciate you showing up anyway, man. Much love. K Diggy says, you have to take the time to curate your social feeds.
I curated my social media to the...
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what's hard?
What I did, I just stopped going on there.
Yeah, Corey definitely fell back. Corey fell way back.
My joint is curated. My joint is past curated. I don't even go on that
social feed, bro, who at the time that they were on my social feed were married, right? But they got like divorced or broken up, and husband and wife both out here acting a damn fool. Like they in their second childhood, so they got to get muted. Lorraine says, crab in the barrel folks are on social media. # poverty mindset. Yeah, man, some of these conversations on social, man, and I was just, you know, shout to Ray Gun, man. Ray Gun with the super chat. Ray Gun, appreciate you.
Thank you so very much, Ray Gun.
Always appreciate it, bro. Definitely appreciate it. So I'm doing a better job of curating my feed. I'm going to share with you this post that I saw. I was talking to Kamari today. I called Kamari for one thing. I had a text question, and next thing I know is 3 hours later, and I'm like, bro, I got the 7 o'clock show. But so me and him decided that we're going to do a so Cat Williams was on Joe Rogan, and me and Kamari decided that if he got some time, we're going to do a whole show dedicated to that, because part of what I want to talk about in that show is what I'm getting ready to share with you guys in terms of the conversations we have on social, right? There's a place for the ratchet stuff. Believe I know that exists. That's a thing. But we got to start having more elevated conversations, man. And I'm not talking about conspiracy theories. Like I ain't talking about
the government actually landed.
Yeah, the one that went viral this week that said humans aren't supposed to drink water. Like I ain't talking about that kind of stuff. He said we only supposed to get our water from the fruits we eat, but I'm not getting into that. But my point is, we gotta start having more elevated conversations and more spaces, man, because it's, we're living through a time of anti-intellectualism that's driving me crazy. But let me share this specific thing right here with you. Hold on one second, bro. Here it is. And let me get this lady's name right too. You see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
This was on came across my Twitter timeline. I don't even follow the sister, so somebody I follow follows her. Her name is Callie Callister at CALIECALISTER. Her name is Callie. Shout out to Callie, whoever you are. I don't know you, but I appreciate your posts. She says social media will never be a point of reference for me. I don't know a single person with a BBL in my life. Black men and women are loving each other around me. Average men without any wealth are loved and getting married. Women in all shapes, colors, and personalities are loved. Repeat it. Shout out to Callie Callister. She says social media will never be a point of reference for me. I don't know a single person with a BBL in my life. Black men and women are loving each other around me. Average men without any wealth are loved and getting married. Women in all shapes, colors, and personalities are loved. I'm going to repeat it one more time just so I can be like Dr. Umar. Callie Callister says, social media will never be a point of reference for me. I don't know a single person with a BBL in my life. Black men and women are loving each other around me. Average men without any wealth are loved and getting married. Women in all shapes, colors, and personalities are loved. I saw that post. It stuck with me because that's kind of what I was feeling at the time. I'm like, as I came out of that this past weekend and just been having conversations with the people in my circle, and I understood sometimes we live in bubbles, and we've talked about that before. But I look at data to see who black men and women are marrying, and it's each other for the most part, right?
Over 80%.
Yes, the data says one thing, but according to my timeline, sometimes it don't seem.
According to your TV, your timeline, everybody is a multi. What's the name?
Everybody on my timeline is wealthy. Everybody makes six figures. Everybody black men and women ain't dating each other. Everybody's lit. Like it's just madness. But
I've curated everything to the point where everything in my circle fits into something that I'm doing, something else that I'm doing. Right. Yeah. So I don't associate with people that don't fit. Like I just stop. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not personal. It's just like you don't fit. So I'm not gonna force you a square peg into a round hole. You know what I mean? Like I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to force you into anything. So if you don't fit, I just leave you alone. And so, but most people can't do the second part of what I'm saying, which is leave people alone. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of people, when people don't fit into their mindset or they certain thing, they start going crazy on them. I never do that. I just ignore you. See, because and I told Jim this a long time. Apathy hurt way worse than hate.
Yeah, it does.
Apathy hurts immeasurably more than hate. Because if I can do things and don't have to involve you and can ignore you, that will burn you to death way more than me hating you. Because now, if I hate you, I gotta give you energy. If I have apathy towards you and I don't care nothing about you or what you do, I don't have to give you any energy. And now you gotta bring all the energy.
Yeah,
you have to bring all of it. And so at that point,
Jamil says, was mad as a mug that my snooze hit early yesterday, so I had to see a bunch of negative trash in all caps post until 12 a.m. this morning. Yeah, we gotta work on curating our feeds, man. Lorraine says facts, same, hashtag all fake news. GC is in the building. What's up, GC?
What it is though? What's going on?
How are you? Stu, well, hold on. Before I get to Stu's comment, let's get to Howie. Howie says, what's your opinion on Tiffany Hayner? Is she talking too much, or is others around her scheming for her position? I do know who Tiffany Hayner is. She's the mayor. What's the name of the city? Dalton. It's in Illinois, I believe. She's doing too much, yo. Let me tell you why. I was looking at some of the parts of her case, and they say she's running her seats like the organized crime. Dog, she is. So, shout out to the sister, because I don't want to be disparaging of the sister, but sometimes we just do too much, man. Like, you can get over on stuff, but sometimes you're just being egregious. Like, she had a bunch of folks working as her security. which is traveling with security like that is crazy anyway, to be a mayor, the level of security she had. And they were on the clock for 24 hours. I'm like, yo, my man ain't take no lunch. He ain't sleep. She's putting this in documented. Like some of her stuff is documented. Some of the things she did was documented. So I don't know, man. I'm careful of being overly critical of us because I understand that there's context for a lot of the reasons why we act the way we act. But sometimes, we got to be held accountable, bro. Accountability is still a thing. And I think the sister needs to be held accountable. She needs to be humbled. Not, and I hate saying that, but
yeah, that's a rough word, bro.
I know Court don't like that. But this specific situation, she's making it difficult for people who are trying to do the right things or people that come after her. So sometimes we do things that make it more difficult for the overall mission. And I don't know the sister personally, and I wish her well.
I don't like that, Jim. I gotta be honest.
I know you don't, but
humbled is a word that I don't like used in any context when it comes to our brothers and sisters, man.
I know, but this sister right here.
Held accountable is one thing. Humbled is an absolutely different thing.
Yeah. So this sister right here, dog. Like,
listen,
that's the only word I can think of.
She didn't kill anybody. Listen, she didn't kill anybody. So let's hold her accountable for the things that she did. But let's not be humbling, man. I don't like that, man.
She killed some businesses. She killed some folks that were taking care of their family and their community, and she killed them for no other reason. Not physically, right? Not physically. She got some businesses shut down because they disagree with her politics, and she was like, like, so she's harming our folks.
I didn't say she wasn't harmful, and I said she should be held accountable. But humbling is a whole different. I guess.
I mean, because you have a different perspective of what humble means than I do. I don't even see humble as the pejorative the way you do. I think humility is a superpower.
I ain't in for that,
right? Because I think personally that most of us are caught up in our egos. So when we hear the word humble, we look at it one way. We don't understand humility because most of us are caught up in egos. But ego is the enemy.
When you look at what humble means is to lower yourself, right? But lower yourself before what?
In what context, right? So lower yourself because who are you serving, right? So it's not
before the people for sure. Man. You know what I mean? Before the people, right? You put your family and you put yourself and your family first, and then you know what I mean? Because I don't believe in the other things, then you put the people. You know what I mean?
Most of the time, people don't have the ability to be to show a sense of humility because they're caught up in ego, right? And when you're caught up in ego, it's kind of, to me, that's more negative than having the level of humility. Again, it's just how we see the word humility. But
it's about how we defining it. But
I think humility is a superpower because I'm more about the mission than anything else. So the idea
what you're describing isn't humility, it's humanity. It's not. See, this is we had this. We always had the same discussion.
We did. But that's why I said we see it differently, right?
Humility and humanity are two different things.
But the ability to have humility, to me, is in fact a superpower because to me it's getting rid of the ego and saying I'm okay with not doing some of the things this sister is doing and being on front and saying, hey, it's me against everybody when you're actually harming our folks. So again, but we can get into this later. Let's get to some more of these comments.
Sure. Ant says, you just got a sneak peek at what it sounds like to be on the phone with me and Jim.
Pretty much, yes. Ant, what's good? Ant's in the building. Ant's in the building. Ant is one of my professors, man. Ant doesn't know it yet, but Ant is teaching me SQL. Shout out to Ant. K Diggy said everyone had 100K jobs and got stimmy checks. She did that for her folks. She was out of pocket, man. Yo, she did so many crazy. Shout out to my gambling partner. You know what I'm saying? Mark is in the building, man. Mark is here with Parlay Poppy. Mark, I got cooked the other night. After I cooked the association, I went one night. I had a 5-0 lick on him. Last night I got 2 games last night. Shout out to Jimmy Butler who came through, and shout out to Steph Curry. I had Steph Curry more than 5 threes. Mark, I just sent you a whole slate for this evening, beloved. But that's my gambling partner, Mark, right there. Ant says they was billed for 300 hours of work for 2 weeks.
That's obnoxious.
What we doing here, man? What we doing, man? This ain't smart. What we doing, man?
I can't lie. That's obnoxious.
Meanwhile, it's folks in her area actually struggling to eat and all this. And what we doing?
That's obnoxious as hell.
What we doing? She only moving like that because she know most of them residents are weak and going to allow it. GC, people will only do what they feel like they can get away with, man. Until the Fed. Now the Fed's done swooped in. You know,
that's the end of that.
Dr. Chaz is in the building. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? Dr. Chaz is in the building. My other degenerate gambling partner, Dr. Chaz. But Chaz get money all kinds of ways, man. I told Chaz gets so much money, man, all from the phone. So it is what it is. Lorraine says that some things are not to be excused. That's true. It's absolutely true. So here we go. My family lives in the village she's in. I hope they throw her under the jail. Ooh, yeah, that's it's our folks checking in from Illinois right there, man.
What it is, though.
People are being harmed. LaJoya is here. Cola officially is in the building. Hey, LaJoya, how are you? Ant says it's the semantics. Yeah, you can say that. So I love that area decades ago before the decline started. She took advantage of the people of that community, and things that she did shows me that she's a thug who happens to be mayor. And she got two positions, if I'm not mistaken, mayor, and she got another position she's holding too. Adrian is from Illinois, by the way, so she's closer to the action. But I mean, I take her word for it. But some of the stuff I saw was just like so egregious. It's like, duh, like what you doing? Hey, Renee's in the building. What's up, Terry?
Yeah.
Ant says the super mayor. She's a B. Yeah, they calling her super mayor. Ant, you already know. Appreciate you, good brother. Michelle says, Fuchnickens reference. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? Yeah, we men of a certain age, Michelle. Yeah, man. So GC says, them Bitcoin chart screenshots went out this week. Yeah, it was crazy in Bitcoin this week, man. Folks was, we back, man. Like, the Bitcoiners said we back, man. But this is just the beginning, though. Like, I put out a post this week. It's basically like, I don't argue with folks. I don't talk about it no more. Like, it just is what it is. I spent the last 8 years trying to get my family, friends, and close ones to understand my vantage point. Some did, and some are better for it. But it's just and I know this happens every cycle, but it still amazes me. So the day before yesterday, so that was like Wednesday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. My phone was going off the hook. And the crazy thing was people was telling me stuff like, yo, how do I buy? Where do I buy? Show me how to buy. And they were doing all these things. And I'm like, why are you asking me this now? I've been telling you for 8 years, but you wait till it's at you wait till we're literally over 60. It's like the memes where it shows 15,000 and nobody's there. And then 60,000 is a full line. I literally see that play out. But I understand the psychology.
But we've been telling people to buy a small amount every day. Just take $1. We've been talking about this since 2017. Take $1 a day and buy some Bitcoin. If you have taken $1 a day and bought some Bitcoin since we've been talking about it, right now you be sitting on something heavy and you ain't even put nothing in there. You would have put in like $1,000 and you'd be sitting on like $5.
If folks who started DCA in the time we started preaching about it, I mean, we give away Bitcoin literally every show here.
Hold it.
So here's the thing. Folks would have at this point had a full Bitcoin. And having a full Bitcoin in the future is going to be like, it's going to put you in a certain place, right? It's going to be like how some of the boomers were that bought like, the $50,000 houses that sitting on crazy houses, right? So it's just very interesting, man. Alonzo was in the building. What's up, Alonzo? Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to Alonzo. GC says yes. They buy one time when it's up, then it goes back down, and they don't buy no more. And I understand the psychology. It's hard to watch your money that's why it's hard to watch your money shrink like that, which is why I laugh when people say you're just lucky that you've been doing it for a while. So it's not really luck, but
anybody who can go through a recession isn't lucky.
I sat there and watched my bread go from 69 bands to 15 bands. Don't call me lucky, dog. I earned it.
Yeah, don't put my name like that.
Waiting is the work, man. So yeah, man. Let's see. Adrian says
that's a
she's
t-shirt.
also the Thornton
Also,
Township
don't skip over
supervisor.
that. Waiting is the work. That's a t-shirt.
Oh, that's a bar. Waiting is the work. Yeah, I gotta cook that up. All right. So Adrian says she's also the Thornton Township supervisor. That's a few towns over. She's making hella money already. RIP to her career and freedom. Yeah, she got like 2 6-figure gigs. Shout out to her, man. Like,
yeah, I ain't mad at that. Like, we're going.
She gotta chill. Howie says, "Do you think the tiny house movement is going to take off soon?" All right, look at this. People trying to coming in.
Yeah, this
I'm gonna block them real fast though, Core. They blocked, and I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna delete their comment too. Howie asks, the tiny house movement. Do you think the tiny house movement is going to take off soon? I think that depends upon which part of the country. Taking off. Well, what part of the country are you in as well, right? Because ain't no tiny houses in Philly, right? So, but I have seen places like I saw this little park in Detroit where they were, building some tiny homes. But I think it really depends upon where you are. Because in certain places, that's not a thing. It's just not a thing. We do need housing. But the thing, I remember the tiny house movement in the beginning was really about providing low-income housing to folks. But it kind of shifted. And last thing I saw in terms of the data on tiny houses, most of the time they were expensive. They were like more expensive than a traditional home. It kind of became like an item for people that have a little bit of money. So I don't know where it stands now because in my local market, it's just not a thing. It doesn't exist.
So yeah, that exists heavy out here.
Yeah.
Trailer homes, tiny houses, and pre-built and prefab homes.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy out here. So it all depends on what part of the country you live in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can literally, I can drive, if I drive 10 miles, I'll drive by 3 trailer parks here.
Yeah.
With tiny homes, with tiny homes in them, or actually trailers. So I can't drive 10 minutes here without hitting 2 or 3 of them Jones because it's so wide open out here. Like there's not a housing shortage here in Texas. There might be other shortages here, but if you could buy some land, you can stack up something serious and heavy.
Yeah. So that depends upon how. To me, that's more of a everything in real estate is more of a super local thing. All depends upon which area you're speaking about. I can see it actually happening though, if someone's able to scale it in a proper way, because there is not a lot of affordable housing. Mark says, I've been buying weekly since Bitcoin was 15K, man. Good for you, good brother. Like, that's what we talking about. So Jamil says, any thoughts on the Coinbase glitch? Well, my first thought is, who the hell still uses Coinbase? That was my first thought. I was laughing, like, who uses Coinbase? Like, we don't deal with Coinbase. We just don't deal with it. That's not, we ain't about that Coinbase life. But also, in the words of my God, Bitcoin Zay, man, not your keys, not your cheese, man. You shouldn't leave that kind of bread on there, man. And also, if you're holding long term, that little glitch didn't mean anything for you. But I mean, if you don't control it, you don't control it. It is what it is, man. Like, get off Coinbase. That's my thought.
Coinbase is an exchange. Coinbase is, I mean, you really shouldn't be buying from Coinbase, but if you buy from Coinbase, once you have it, once it's the transaction is processed, move it. Just get it off of there. It's like going to the supermarket and leaving your groceries after you paid for them. Like, would you go to the grocery store and buy groceries and then leave them there? Like, that's what an exchange is. It's a place to go buy stuff.
Yeah, I'm still in that analogy. You're gonna go shopping today. Pay for your groceries at the supermarket. Leave your cart right inside and keep walking to your car. That's what you do.
And expect them to take care of your food. Like, are you serious?
I'm still in that. All right. Dawn is in the building. What's up, Dawn? That's our international real estate mogul, Dawn.
What it is, though, Dawn? How you doing?
Alonzo says, what are your thoughts on life insurance? I think life insurance is important. I also feel that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to life insurance. I once was a life insurance agent. I got rid of my license. I had a life insurance license twice, by the way. I got the license, worked in this field for a minute, got rid of it. I went and got it back when I went to I went and got all the licenses, securities license, all that. So I got it back on that process again, got rid of it again. And the reason I got rid of it again, I told the story several times. I don't like the life insurance business from an agent's perspective because depending upon where I worked, we were told to sell products and not necessarily service clients for what's best for their specific need. But I do think life insurance is an important part of a comprehensive plan. It can be used several ways depending upon the person, the person using it. Most people just need coverage to kind of make up for income if they pass. But other people can use it with different strategies. So I think it is important for everyone to have life insurance. So, we got car insurance, put some insurance on your life. That's my opinion about life insurance. I don't like the business. I do like the product. And I just feel like it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Dawn says it's already taken off. I didn't see this other person block. You blocked somebody else too, Core?
It was the Bada Hood joint again. Something like we've been.
Oh, he changed his name. All right, cool. As long as you got it, man. We quick hit the block button on folks. It's already taken off. Many places around the world are using it tiny homes. Yeah, so that's Dawn. And Dawn, by the way, does real estate on an international level. She says tiny homes have already taken off. Yeah, it's not in our local market, but she said around the world people are using it. GC says, I've looked at Philly real estate. I don't see how people live like that. So I don't know what you mean because it depends upon where you're looking at Philly real estate.
About how close people live together. Because like I said, see, I'm familiar with both markets because my dad is from Birmingham, right? And if you don't think my dad is from Jefferson Street, GC, he's from actual Birmingham. But anyway, they don't live that close.
No, I get it.
You know
what I'm saying is, when you say Philadelphia, if I lived in West Mount Airy, my neighbor may be a mile away from me, right? So it all depends.
Yeah, it all depends on what. Yeah,
it all depends on what part of Philly you're looking at.
Philly in general is row homes, so he's talking about in general.
He's talking about row homes. Yeah, there are parts of Philly, believe it or not, you see that don't have row homes, but for the most part, our housing stock is made up of row homes. Now, the thing about that is, because of location, a row home in Philadelphia might be worth more than a whole estate down in Georgia somewhere where you have an acre. So on a per square foot basis, it's more valuable land because of location. And also, all row homes aren't the same either. I realize in New Orleans where they got those shotgun houses, which are, someone told me you call them the shotgun house because you can go in the front door, shoot with a shotgun, and that thing will come right out the back. But I realized in being in New Orleans and walking through a couple properties that all shotgun houses aren't the same either, right? You walk on some of them joints and it's like, okay. It's like, you ever see that movie? It's called Loaded Weapon when they got this like shack and you walk inside and it's like a huge mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like how some of those are. Same thing with Philadelphia row homes though. So it all depends upon what part of Philadelphia you're from.
You can walk in a row home and it could be 2,800 square feet. That gonna be nice.
Alonzo said, in 2008, I got shot 5 times in front of my mom in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Trait 4. That's part of why. So listen, man, you got your why. Man, sorry that you had to go through that, but you have your why. You do what you do. So shout out to you for putting in work, in the space, and you have your why. Sorry you had to go through that, but that's your story. That's part of your testimony, good brother. But yeah, I can see why. It's needed though. To me, it's needed. Dawn says tiny houses are big in California. We have ordinances around the state that give homeowners incentives to add ADUs in their yard. Some people can add up to 4 units in addition to their home. I see people with ADUs where like families are moving in there now. Additional dwelling units.
Yep.
For those who have no idea what I'm talking about. All right, so people so close together in Philly is like they don't even have a yard. GC again. Don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you see.
Yeah, I've lived in a couple places in Philly where I had a yard.
Same here. I got a yard now. Hold up, I ain't see. You thought you get that off here. I ain't see what he say.
Yeah, he talking about Coinbase.
Oh, okay.
You gotta get your stuff off of Coinbase.
Okay, GC saying that you got to get your stuff off there. Yeah. You got to get it off Coinbase. I love Corey's analogy, man. Alonzo says product pusher and don't understand concepts. That's in a lot of finance, man, and a lot of finance. It's funny. I just talked about on Stack Sat to Die Trying on last Monday's show. Where somebody was talking about on Twitter about how they were speaking with a financial advisor, and he was giving them all the spiel about all these different products. And dude was like, "Well, I'm not just about Bitcoin. Like, I don't have to worry about all the stuff you're talking about." And dude was like, "Well, that's what I do with my personal money." It's like, yo, you selling me all these products, but you're not selling me what you're using. You know what I'm saying? GC has a question for you, Core. GC says Jefferson Ave on the west side, like West End.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all talking about Alabama street politics. I don't know nothing about that.
Definitely West Jefferson.
GC says we got old shotgun houses in Bessemer right on Dartmouth. Even got some in Birmingham.
Yeah, my dad lives in Bessemer now. He moved out of the city.
Yeah, man. So Jamil says, I'm seeing more van life and RV living content on YouTube than tiny homes, either out of necessity or cats trying to be free of the rigmarole of the world. I used to watch those van videos just to be like, yo, how are you? You know, they going to the gym, washing up and all. I'm like, I mean,
listen, yo,
to each his own, man.
We talk about lifestyle design like a mug, man. Like if that's how you want to live, then so be it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lifestyle design is everything, man. Like some people like that lifestyle. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. I can get into that RV lifestyle.
Some of them are fire. Like some of their actual cars is fire. They be doing it, but I mean, it's like everything else. Some people take things to the extreme, man. They just take things to the extreme.
Yeah, you don't want to be extreme in silly.
Mache says, my wife and I were talking the other day about getting property with enough room to add on a container for a mother-in-law suite. That'd be dope. Like, you know. And Mache also says that last episode of Stack Sats was fire. Thank you, good brother. I appreciate you checking it out, and thank you for the feedback. Much love. Ant says, I love Philly when I visited a couple years ago. I was downtown Philly. I like how some of your restaurants are BYOB. Super facts. BYOB.
Yeah, man.
Rich is in the building. Rich says, what up? What up, Rich?
What it is, though, Rich?
How are you? How are you, good brother? Yeah, man. So the gist of this episode, man, is like, don't believe all this nonsense on social media, man, because a lot of us out here doing positive things. A lot of us are out here building together. A lot of us are not, having conversations about $200 dates and is $50 enough for lunch and all the kind of craziness that we see. By the way, this is just my personal opinion. This is not the opinion of By the Hood LLC nor Corey. I truly believe some of these conversations, though, like there's a party, an entity that's planting these conversations that's making it.
I ain't gonna lie, Joe. I'm not opposed to that train of thought, but
I'm just saying. I think that it's psychological warfare, man.
It's definitely some warfare going on. Like I said, I'm out the war. You can't get me in the war. I'm already done with it. Already done with it. Like the social media, you can't like I watch food reviews and boxing highlights. I don't watch nothing else. I get on my social media and I get on my joint and I watch food reviews and boxing highlights, and then I scroll down to see if anybody had a birthday or something that their kids did that I can say congratulations, and then I get off. Like I'll be on that joint for maybe 10 minutes a day, and most of that, like I said, is watching the two boys do the food reviews, the Mr. Chime Time and what's the other boy that do the MMA boy?
Oh, okay. You talking about
Keith Lee? Yeah, I watch Chime Time and Keith Lee eat grub all over the world. I mean, all over the country, and then I watch people punch each other in the face for.
You cleaned out your algorithm, man. You do it the right way, man. Couple things real fast from our chat because we getting ready to do our giveaway soon. Like I said, we're not gonna be here for a long time, but for a good time. K Diggy says, I was listening to Darknet Diaries, great podcast episode. I gotta check out Darknet Diaries. I don't know if I've ever listened to that. K Diggy, man, with the matter of fact, let me take a picture of that because I'm gonna look that up. You know, I'm a podcast junkie. You know what I mean? Darknet Diaries. I gotta check that out. Shout out to K Diggy with the recommendation. He says, but it's an episode of Mt. Gox. Did y'all lose anything in Mt. Gox? I had 2 friends that lost 12 Bitcoins each with Mt. Gox. BTC was 320 at the time. No, it doesn't. When I got into BTC, shout out to Corey. Corey's one of the reasons I got in. We were about 900. We were a little less than $1,000.
Yeah.
So it wasn't 320. And I didn't lose anything in Mt. Gox. No. Thank God, no. Because I don't know how I feel about all 12.
What's crazy is I used to be a gamer and I had Bitcoin. I had no idea what it was. I used to spend it gaming.
Yeah. So
I had no idea what it was.
I'm gonna use his online name, Saeed Adabisi. Says, what's up, yo, people?
That's not happening.
And by the way, he said this is warfare. He says this is warfare, so I'm not wrong when I say that there's somebody planting all these. Yo, the crazy part about it, bro, is they don't even be real. It'd be like scenarios. What would you do if a dude took you to lunch? And it's like, yo, y'all arguing about. I saw a post this week. Shout out to my brother Kamari, man. I love Kamari to death. That's my brother. Matter of fact, he got some stuff coming up. I'm gonna share that in a second. He had put up a post the other day where he was sharing from somebody else's page, and it was a chick who was on her knees proposing to a dude. And it was like, she's an engineer that makes $98,000 and he doesn't make that much, and she takes care of him and she proposed to him. Is anything wrong with this? And I'm looking at the picture. I was like, so I went to the original post and I read through the whole thread, and the picture was AI generated. So I go up to him, I'm like, dog, you're sharing something that's not even real. And he laughed about it. But what was interesting about this is someone created an AI photo. It was being shared online and people were arguing in the comments. I'm like, it's a fake scenario. The picture's fake. And you got black men and women in the comments. I would never propose to a man. And if a man did this,
we already talked about what people would do for engagement, dog. We already talked about that.
You know how online arguments go. They clapping at each other. Then somebody clicks on somebody's profile. Yeah, like you and your ugly husband in that black car. They start going at each other. I'm like, oh my God.
It get personal fast, yo.
No, it's not even real.
Fast.
It's not even real.
Yo, Jim, right? Years ago when I used to give both barrels online,
Mm-hmm.
And you told me, like, straight up, like, it's not worth the engagement. You just is like, look, why engage somebody that don't got the good sense to know that what we know? You could tell they don't read, they illiterate as hell, and they don't know nothing about the world because they never been nowhere. They don't know nothing about the world. Why are you engaging them?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's like, it make me look stupid engaging somebody that's stupid.
Yeah.
And I just stopped. You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, it's
my
too many.
My new job now is when I see things escalating, I just be like, okay, and just leave it at that. And people get pissed. So Dawn says, put a few beautifully designed regular and tiny houses on a large 2 to 3 acre property. Create a family compound, grow your own food, get some solar, some wind turbines. That's the life I'd love to live. The caveat is I need to have the ocean nearby. Listen, our brother Jake Johnson, that's what he's doing. My man said he's building him a sustainable community.
Yep.
So shout out to Jay for that. Jamil says the fly channel for mobile prefab modular homes is Chance's Home World. I never heard of that, but I will check it out as well. I'm always, I'm a content guy. I heard the term rage bait the other day.
Oh yeah.
By the way, this is from
I got accused of that a lot.
He says lots of these scenarios have never happened, or the discussion is totally engineered, keeping people distracted so they don't see the actual problems they have. You know what, Michelle? I'm gonna make a comment on that before we move on to do our thing. But I'm glad you said that because I had an experience this week that it made me think about. Rich says JL Jupiter. JL Jupiter is another food reviewer.
Yeah,
that's Philly. Shout out to JL Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? I had a BC said, Corey, stop watching the food reviews. Chick-fil-A is all you need.
Never gonna happen, sir.
Pascal says Joe Rogan. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. So it depends upon who the guest is. Ant says, I think it's one of those Indian social media engagement farms. Them folks are a nasty game. They collect data on us and re-rock the video every year. Yeah, man. I swear, like once a year, is a couple things that come back, like the Jay-Z dinner. That gotta hit the feed once a year. That debate starts. Mache says, Jimmy, what did you think about Inside OnlyFans? By the way, that is a podcast Mache told me to listen to. So I listened to a couple episodes. It all depends upon who their guest is. I don't like every episode because sometimes it gets to be a little bit redundant. But it is interesting to hear some of those stories because some of those chicks are building real life businesses. Like it's, I thought the podcast is going to be one thing based on the title, but it's about really people that are building businesses on there. So interesting pod though. Can't remember the channel, but there's also a cat who makes secret apartments out of box trucks. Yeah, cats be online doing all kinds of fly stuff. But Shay says, Adabisi, what's that dude? Ant's laughing, and Rich says they argue over obvious skits now. It's mind-boggling. Yeah, stuff that's actual skits. They clap at each other. That's why I said it's somebody else involved, man. It's man, we fighting an evil enemy. What you're seeing on social media is scripted reality show in real time in real life. They prompt engineer the lives of users, pretty much. By the way, that's our brother Pastor right there.
Yeah, what's going on?
In our circle, dropping seasonal plays. Pass put a play up this week, right? A true story. He like, yo, this is a seasonal play. When it hits this level, go to buy it, right? So I set my alert in my trading view. My alert went off. I jumped into my joint. I was like, I'm getting 10 contracts. I didn't look, and then I saw what the price was. I was like, oh, Pass didn't tell me that these contracts cost this much. Let me scale back a little bit.
Let me reel it back in.
Yeah, I was hit the button, spent a good, 15 bands. I didn't even realize how much the contract was. I said, all right, Pass, I see how you playing. But no, the top is not there, man. Pass always come through with the seasonal plays. And it says, bruh, you didn't hear about the AI-generated OnlyFans model that's raking in money? They know it's AI, but still subscribing. Yes, I did. 2024 is weird. Shout out to Tanisha's in the building. What's up, Tanisha?
Yeah, what's going on? How you doing?
Yeah, man. And Adrian says the internet is just a microcosm of the bigger world, and people suck. I think I'm coming to that conclusion, man. I was telling my real estate business partner the other day. I was like, y'all, it's crazy how much of the world I think is weirdos now. I just want to be completely out the way. Like, I just love coming on Friday talking to y'all, but I'm about to just stop, Listen, man. Tanisha says, Passa is the business. Matter of fact, y'all all are. Oh, Tanisha, appreciate that, Tanisha. Appreciate that so much. Mache says, I explained that to my kids. If the sound is solid and the camera work is good, it's not real. If they are arguing 30 feet apart and you can hear them both clearly, it's a movie scene.
It's a movie scene.
I always like movies with your arguments and folks be like letting people get their stuff off. I'm like, I ain't never been through no real life argument, because a real life argument, you don't sit there and exchange ideas like
at all, ever.
Yeah.
Not an argument. Like I said, me and Jim have discussions. We had
you and Corey disagree every day.
Crazy amounts of discussions and crazy. Yeah. But like people be really real life arguing. Like we from Philly. First of all, when I see people arguing, I start moving because there's gunfire very, very soon to come after that.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah, like especially if they arguing from a distance and they closing that distance, something real not funny is about to happen. Some violent stuff is about to go down. Yeah. And so you know what I mean? Like I've been taught my whole life not to walk up on arguments because, you know what I mean, the bullets ain't got no names when they start ringing.
That's also true. Pastor says, put up that 15 bands. You ain't got to trade every day. Listen, I don't trade every day already, man. I was just saying that when I had to take a step back because I'm all gung-ho till I saw that place.
Jimmy was ready to shoot a clip into that joint, and then he looked at the price, was like, whoa.
Brittany's in the building. What's up, Brittany? How are you? Dawn says, hey, sis, speaking to Tanisha, and Tanisha responded back, hey, sis, we love to see the love in the comment section. Howie says, you think paper food stamps or some other paper currency will reappear once segments of the population find something about CBDC they don't like? Absolutely not, because I don't think that people will have that ability. The government is moving towards a space where they can have CBDCs and kind of control it. So I don't know where the paper stamps will come from.
Can I talk about CBDCs and how dangerous they are to people? Because paper money is very, very, very kind of untraceable. Once it's out into circulation, it's kind of hard to trace it. Yes. You know what I mean? And with the CBDCs, they know exactly where everything is. It's on a ledger, and so that's going to be super dangerous for the average person because the government already controls so much of your life. And what I've been telling people this for the last 5 years since they've been talking about putting the CBDCs into existence, and now that they are in existence, be very, very careful with those, right? And that's another reason why Bitcoin.
Because I know some people are listening or watching. Man, I know what that is. It's a central bank digital currency. So it's the idea of the central bank being able to give you currency that's digital, that's traceable, and so go ahead. You can finish your point. I just want to make sure. I know some people don't know what that is.
I'm sorry. Yeah, because I was using acronyms, and I hate when people do that to me. But the central bank digital currencies are super dangerous to the average person because now every dollar you spend can be traced and taxed, right? You gotta be super careful with that, right? What that will kill is the hand-to-hand businesses, and that's going to kill, that's going to kill street people, right? I realized that I haven't given a person on the street anything because I don't carry money.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't want to give them anything. It's because I don't have anything to give them.
Listen,
I don't have any money.
You're gonna really F the underworld up. As my man Don John, I don't know if Don's here now, man. But Don, like, man, what's gonna happen to the $40 dates? Like, I can't.
Strippers,
now you tracing my
and exotic dancers of both sexes are going to be effed. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing is, when listen, you gotta have some way to have you gotta have your own bank. Like, you gotta have something that the government don't have access to, because you are going to be lay fucked if you do not.
Yep.
And I'm not, excuse my language, but you have to have something that is not government controlled, or you're going to be in a world of hurt.
Get you a Lightning Network. Get your own Lightning Network wallet and trade Satoshis. By the way, you can get 1,605 sats for $1 now. You know how many sats I was getting per dollar about a year ago? Close to 4 bands. Anyway, so yeah, CBDCs are a scary thing. Michelle says, I saw something that said, if someone starts smiling in the middle of an argument, go on and call the police. And here go a true story for y'all from my life, right? I got an older cousin. He was rumbling this bull. He was rumbling this dude on Pomona Street in Germantown. And my cousin was giving him the business. Boop, bop, it, right? Bull falls. He grabs the dude's head. And how the curb sits up a little bit? He slammed the bull's head on the curb, right? Bull was like this. And blood flew and got up. And my cousin took off running. So I saw him like, yo, he's winning the fight. So I saw him later. I'm like, oh, he was whooping him. He's like, yo, I slammed this dude's head on the curb to sit up. He's like, what am I gonna do now? He's like, so at that point, I'm out.
There's only two things to do: run or kill. You can't stay there because you already slammed that man's head on the curb and he not done.
Yo, that reminded me of that though. Like, if someone smiles doing an
you
argument,
gotta run or you gotta get boy out of here.
If you are beating someone up and they start smiling, you gotta make a decision.
Yeah, you gotta get them out of there, or you gotta get out of there. Like, it ain't no in between.
Pretty much, that's a true story. Shout out to my cousin. I ain't gonna put you out there because you are on Facebook right now. If they arguing and I'm in there, I'm moving opposite. See, Tanisha, you from around here too, though. You from around here too, so you know what it is. Chicago taught me to run when there's an argument, even if it's in the church parking lot after service. Oh yeah, Catholic church be your Catholic coming to church.
If you're from a big city, you know you don't walk up on no damn argument. You know that's bad business.
Y'all made it popular. Y'all be shooting up funerals in Chicago. Like, Chicago is wild. Yeah. So Ant says, I gave a BM outside of Marshall's a 5-piece. I actually had cash that day. I don't remember the last time I had cash. Howie said, that's why I suspect some underground economy or revolt will happen because of some people wanting to stay hidden. Yeah. I just don't know about the if we do have that paper stuff, it won't come from the government though. So
yeah,
something will happen. Like, people adjust. Been carrying cash. My kids is over me. The end. Been stopped carrying cash. My kids is over me. Yeah, people stopped carrying cash a while ago. This is why all the LLCs have to register with FinCEN. Pastor says, also with CBDC, they can cut them off or set an expiration date. Use the money or lose it. Yeah, you talk about, we need some money in the economy, right? Y'all got to use your money or it's off your CBDC card. That curb stomp in American History X was crucial. Damn, remember that. There's my brother right there, Kamari, man, the finance rebel. He says, run. Absolutely, it's time to go. Between CBDC, this is Lorraine, by the way. Lorraine says, between CBDC and Neuralink, we're moving further into the matrix. Yeah. True. Jamil saying, wow, seal smoke detectors always have me looking up at mine after resetting it. Mine is plugged into the wall of battery.
I just put a new battery in that joint. I don't know how to reset it so it can stop making that damn noise.
Yeah.
I gotta get like a maintenance dude in here, like, because I just put new batteries in all of these joints.
So Dawn says Detroit too. Even though I'm a church girl, I don't stick around when trouble starts happening.
You're a big city girl.
Listen, man, that's my brother Kamari there, man. I want to share a couple things, man, real fast, because I know we're gonna do our giveaway soon. Because Kamari is out here doing community work, man. He is having an event tomorrow for those in the area, right? It's the economics of freelancing. So he's doing a thing at 30th South 15th Street tomorrow, where he's giving out information for people that freelance about taxes and the best way to handle it. Shout out to our sister Elizabeth there. She'll be there with Kamari as well.
Man, both of those people are the truth.
Yeah, so they're going to talk about the economics of freelancing. So that is one thing you got to go check out if you are local in the area. You know what I'm saying? And I told my brother I support you, man. This is also dope. This is extremely dope. He is going to tax clinic. Him and Shauna Collins, both EAs, is for people that make under $64,000 or less. It's completely free. It's in Willow Grove Mall, March 9th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's their way of doing some community work for people.
Man, that's crazy.
So don't come there like if you make $600,000 a year, if you're a high value man or whatever. Like I'm joking, by the way. But this is for those that make $64,000 or less. You can get expert tax assistance. It's free. It's for the community. Shout out to Shauna and shout out to our brother Kamari. This is March 9th.
Oh, that's all love.
Willow Grove Mall, man. So listen, man, my man found a way to use his tax expertise to give back to the people. So shout out to our brother, man. That's dope. So make sure you support. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, we got real life folks doing the work. And this goes back to the premise of our entire show. Social media is alive. We have real life heroes doing community work day in and day out. And we got to make sure we support and, share their information the same way we did it. Because what I noticed is, and I've read something about this because it was speaking about Amazon. And it was talking about folks are like, it was something crazy, like so many thousands of times more likely to share a bad experience versus a good experience. And we needed to spend more time just like showing love to folks actually doing the work. So, I want to make sure I highlight our brother Kamari using his expertise in tax, man. So for those listening or watching, I don't know what your expertise is. I know like Michelle's is photography, right? We got folks that are barbers.
He does voiceovers too.
He does voiceover. But my point is, support. We got to support them, right? But you find a way to use your gift to still help people. Like Kamari has a gift with taxes, and he's doing a free clinic to help people get their tax advice. So whatever your gift is, you still can make a contribution to the world by sharing it for those less fortunate. So shout out to our brother, man. We want to make sure we support the real life heroes that's out here doing the work. So let's see. We got another comment from Michelle. I watch a lot of Star Trek and Star Wars. What is that BTC puts me in the mind of? Sci-fi. Always had told us where we were headed. Yeah, so sci-fi. A lot of sci-fi gets scary these days, man. Kamari says high value, man. It's hilarious. Yeah, man, you already know what it is, Kamari. You ain't got to thank us, brother. We definitely support everything you got going on. That's dope, man. Quick question for the recollection. Isn't the open for BTC and crypto at 8 p.m. Eastern?
Yes.
All right. Yes, to answer your question, Jamal, yes. Michelle, appreciate you as well, man. Appreciate you as well, man. And Kamari says, your gift will make room for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, speaking of community work, I want to share one more thing before we move forward, Core, is, where is it at here? Here we go. Also, March 9th, Your boy, me. I'll be in the community also on March 9th in a different part of the city. I'll be at the University of Pennsylvania with the Inspiring Minds Youth Conference, teaching the class for the youth, for free.
Damn, I gotta get back to the city, man.
Listen, man, 10 a.m., we'll be in the building talking about strategies to build wealth and all that, Hey, Corey, you want to pull up March 9th? Pull up. I know you ain't here, but, we got to get the work done in the street. So
I know, man. I got to get back to the city, but,
if you can see the screen at the bottom, it gives you the, you can register, whenever you need to register. I'll be sharing this again next week, but letting y'all know if y'all got any kids in high school or anything like that, completely free. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about investing, trading, the whole nine. Everything that I do, I will share. Data science, the whole nine. So that's March 9th, the youth conference. So we out here doing the work, man. That's what we doing. All right. So any advice for wholesaling? Absolutely. My first advice for wholesaling would be to do some research and studying on marketing. Wholesaling is all about marketing. And Darren Pierre Luis is asking this question. He is a 21-year-old man who is interested in wholesaling. I would say the thing about wholesaling in 2024 is a lot different than when I was wholesaling in 2000 is that you have to be super transparent about what you're doing, right? You have to learn marketing because wholesaling is a very, very competitive business, but it's all about getting leads. But also, once you get a lead, be very, very transparent in what you are looking to accomplish with the homeowner. A lot of folks out here are training folks to take advantage of people, and that's not what we about, nor do we teach that, nor will we ever say anything about that. And it can get you in trouble long term when you get to the table and they find out what you're making and what they're making. And next thing you know, they're going to have some folks come and see you. So be very transparent about what you're doing and study marketing, because marketing is everything in terms of getting leads and also being able to sell the property and build your list. Build your list of buyers. Your every day should be spent building a list of buyers while you're searching for leads. So that would be my advice to you, Darren. Hit us up if you want to talk one-on-one. I'm always willing to share. You a young brother. Anything I can share to help you, I will. I have wholesaled several times in the past. I don't do it really that much anymore, but I still understand the game. So Darren, you could always hit me up personally, and I got you. You know what I'm saying? Dawn says, what is happening with the camp? Any dates yet? Yes, this will be our 10th year of camp. Buythehoodcamp.com is where you get information about our camp. That's our free camp every summer for the youth. We will be having camp again. And Dawn, you were always a member of our team to help us get that done. More than likely to be in July. we do July every month, right, Corey? Yeah, July. Yep. So, Tanisha says, I can Zoom on that and blind. Can someone send me the link? Tanisha, I'm in a group chat with Tanisha on WhatsApp. I'll send you the link in our WhatsApp group. So I got you, Tanisha. Lorraine says, we changed our clocks. Clock turquoise. What is the weekend? Is that this weekend?
The week. Oh, by the way, that's that March 9th weekend. That's next week.
Okay, that's next weekend. All right. So Darren says, my Instagram, how I'm going to put it's on the screen right here. Is next to my name is @JW the Blueprint. That's my personal one. Our company is @BuyTheHood. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can email me buythehoodllc@gmail.com. That's open always as well. So yeah, I got you, bro. You know what I mean? Young brother looking to do positive things. I'm all about that.
Let's have it.
Anyway, man, so that's what we got going on, man. Again, we're going to wrap up in a second. We're going to do our giveaway. For those that are here for the first time, we actually do a Bitcoin giveaway. Oh, let me set up the joint ski cord so we can we can get that popping. But before I do that, Darren got my information. No doubt. I got you. Definitely got you. Pascal is right. For those that are here, do me a favor and hit that like button. We are getting love button to do our giveaway. Let me think of a new hashtag for the day. Let's see. I got a hashtag for y'all. All right. So I'm going to share this with y'all. He said, let's go. Hit me on that wheel. All right, so here's what you got to do. You have to go into the comments section, right? And when you go into the comments section, this is the hashtag you have to put into the comment section. If you put this hashtag into the comment section, this will enter you into our giveaway. And for those here for the first time, every week we give away $25 worth of Bitcoin and have been doing so for years. By the way, for those that have been collecting the Bitcoin from us, some of y'all should be
sitting on something purdy.
Yeah, man.
Sitting on something purdy.
I ain't gonna put no names out there in case he's watching. And he was like, "Oh, I don't know it." And he went. I showed him how to find his Bitcoin and Cash App, and it was up. The Bitcoin that he had won from us a couple of times, it was up 50% since he got it from us. So, shout out to that though. But yeah, this will put you in there. We'll give you a couple minutes to put this hashtag in the comment section. This will enter you into the giveaway. Tanisha, you know the crazy part? What's his face? They're still working on that case. I saw that Gemini, for those that have money in Gemini Earn, they're getting all that money back. Yeah. Does this pull up? Both, Jamil, both. What else? Between Fold and y'all, thank you. Oh, Mache, man, appreciate you, bro. Mache, if you see what I'm doing with Fold now, dog. Fold is making it to the point where it's like, yo, I'm looking at all my other services like I'm like this because I could buy there, I can shot anyway. With that being said, though, shout out to everybody listening to the audio. If you are listening to the audio of this, you got to show up to the live show to get a chance to get some free Bitcoin.
Hashtag Black Love.
Yeah. Oh, it said you can't use PayPal to get your stuff back. That's weird. Yeah, man. So one more minute, and then we're gonna do our giveaway, man. Yeah, Lorraine, we got a new system now, Lorraine. You gotta put hashtag Black Love in the comment. No more ones. Hashtag Black Love. And Dawn says, don't forget Lolly. Dawn, by the way, Lolly has a new thing. I've been running up some sats with Lolly where you can play some games. They have games attached to them now. You go play the game, and depending upon how much time you spend on the game, you get some free sats. So I made I'm gonna show you because people be think I be making up stuff. I'm gonna show you how much I made just playing this game for a couple minutes. If y'all can see it. It's called Coin Master. Let me see, Corey. I don't know if you can see that.
No, your blur joint was on.
Let me cut the blur off. Let me cut the blur off real quick just so you can see this, man. Let's cut the blur off. All right, so the blur is going. And I'm going to see if I can make it on this camera.
Hold on.
There it is. Can you see it?
Still blurred. Hold on. It says pay now, but I can't see the number.
I made over $20, like real fast, just touching the game. That's all I want to show. And that's on Lolly, by the way. For those that have no idea what we're talking about, I know a lot of folks have been through some of our Bitcoin classes and are in the MDC. We have a lot of ways that we get sats, which are fractions of Bitcoins, completely free, just on everyday things. So you don't even have to buy Bitcoin. In between all the various things, I've gotten close to a full Bitcoin just through all the things. From Fold alone, I got 1/10 of a full Bitcoin just from Fold alone. So,
Lolly is Lolli.
Oh, Lolli.
Yeah.
Michelle is Lolli. Michelle, I will, but hold on, because I got an affiliate, Michelle. So don't do nothing, because I'm gonna send it to you once we get off the show, because I'm about that affiliate life. I'm about that. All right. So with that being said, let's get ready to do this giveaway.
The Brave browser still works.
Brave browser is still working.
Brave browser now.
Yes. I am running up crypto while we talk. Anyway, that's also one of our plays. I got the new play. Mache, I think I'll put you down with it where you can actually get free sats while learning. Send it to you too, Tanisha. I got you. Let me write this stuff down, man. I got a lot of stuff to send to folks after this show, man. So one of them is I gotta send Tanisha the link for the thing next week. That's one. I gotta send Lolly I'm writing this stuff down, y'all. By the way, I'm giving you a couple more seconds because I'm writing this down to get involved in our giveaway. So Lolly and a link for the thing. And Michelle also needs Lolly. Got you. All right, can I send it to you as well? All right. How about this, y'all? Y'all shoot me a message on Facebook, Instagram, something. Say, yo, tell me what links you need. I got Lolly. I got Fold. I got everything. Let me know what y'all need. Matter of fact, I'll send you. All right, I got a better one for you. If you go, Daniel, by the way, Dan, you got to put hashtag Black Love, no more ones. If you go to our YouTube channel and you look up Stack Sats or Die Trying, within the description, I got a whole list of ways to get free sats. So that's another way. Or you can just shoot me a message. But either way, Tanisha says send me all the stuff. I got you, Tanisha. All right, so I'm giving Dan a second to put hashtag Black Love in because we're getting ready to do our, spin to give away this free sats. Remember, if you win, let us know that you're still here. And then shoot me a message with your cash tag. And at that point, I will send you your Satoshis this evening. Right? All right, Dan got it done. Send me something in SQL. You want to see me create or demonstrate for you. And I got you, bro. I got you. And by the way, for those who don't know, Ant does teach SQL. So, Greg, you got it in last minute, Greg. So let's see what it is, man. Let's do this giveaway, y'all. Good luck to everybody. Last thing, Stack Stats or Die Trying is our Bitcoin only show that's on our channel every Monday. Our regular podcast is Wednesday. We're here live every Friday. If you aren't yet, please do me a favor. Please do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are very close to hitting 7K over there. And I definitely want to hit 7K. So we on our way. We're trying to hit 10K before the end of the year. We're in March now, but we want to hit 7 first. So it is what it is. All right, good luck to everybody. And let's see who is the winner. The winner is Jarrell Davis. Jarrell is our winner. What's good, Jarrell? Jarrell, you gotta let us know you're still here, though. Gotta let us know you're still here, because if you ain't here, guess what? We will keep this thing going. Dawn, your name is on there. It flashed through your name. I'll see if Jarrell's here. All right, Jarrell, I'm listening, man. I'm giving you about 60 seconds, because if not, we will keep it going. Jarrell, just come in the comments and say, yo, I'm here. If not, if not, we are keeping it moving.
We keep it moving.
K Diggy said not to sound like a hater, but I don't like the new system. Yo, K Diggy,
you a hater. Let me stop.
First of all, I think hate gets a bad name, man. Hate shouldn't be bad, man. Hate is needed, man. How you really gonna embrace love if you don't understand what hate is, man? So we gotta rebrand hate.
Yeah, Jarrell just lost some big.
All right, Jarrell, you got 20 seconds and we moving on.
We keep it moving instead of keep it moving.
Jarrell, a couple minutes. I was telling Kamari this evening, because I was talking to Kamari before I came on here about an experience I had this week. As I was doing some work, and I was listening to Dead Prez.
Yeah.
And it was a bar in one of the songs, and he said like something like, "Are you really gangster if you ain't fighting the system, right?" And yeah, count down to 10, right? You got 10 more seconds, Jarrell. Jarrell, where you at? They trolling Jarrell in the comments, by the way. And as I was listening to it, it occurred to me, because I do a lot of like defending us against our own people who are, y'all are the problem, pull your pants up, y'all got money, y'all spend it on nonsense. I defend that stuff. Oh, Jimmy, you tell IBB to check their email. No problem, I got you. And what I realized is a lot of times we attack each other because we're really scared to attack who our true enemy is.
The system. But Jim, I already told you this 5 years ago, man. There's only two ways to get what we want. And one of those ways, and we ain't doing none of that.
Hey, Dawn, by the way, he's here, Dawn. He said that he's here before you got to the one. So he just beat you here before you said next. So Jarrell, all right, Jarrell, shoot me a message on any social media site. I'm at JW the Blueprint. That's everywhere. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, DraftKings, FanDuel. I'm joking, by the way. Oh, by the way, I ain't get a chance to talk about this week, Core. I've been cooking, man. Parlay Poppy's still in the building, man.
Before you move on to that, there's only two ways to make change and fight the system. You got to get it in policy or you got to get it in blood. It ain't no other way to get it. All the other ways have been tried and have been shown to fail. That's it.
So Jarrell, since you are here, Jarrell, do me a favor, shoot me a message or send an email to buythehoodllc@gmail.com, or you can hit up Buy the Hood on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff too. We're on everything, Twitter, the whole nine, at Buy the Hood or at JW the Blueprint. But Jarrell, congratulations on winning. We will be here next Friday for a live and a Bitcoin giveaway. Stack Stats or Die Trying is Monday. Regular Pod is Wednesday. And we in the street. So look, check out our social media for that. We appreciate you guys. Make sure to support our brother Kamari, the finance rebel, who's giving away a tax clinic here and locally. So if you're in the area, take advantage of that.
Two different ones.
Yeah, two different ones for free. One for freelance and one for people that make under 64. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jarrell, no doubt. Tanisha says, please tell Corey to stop because I'm all ready for blood. Woo!
I mean,
you hear what she ready for that.
It's you, me, and 3 other people. We're gonna be fighting the whole system because ain't really nobody. Listen, man, everybody want it, but don't nobody really want it.
Yeah.
Don't nobody really want it, man.
That's a whole show right there, Corey. We could do a show called Fight the Power. We talk about the fact that ain't nobody really trying to fight because we got iPhones. Anyway, with that being said, we love y'all. Please stay safe. For those in our private group, remember, I'm dropping NBA picks every day, transparent about wins and losses. Monday, we got a class. Monday, 7 p.m., we got our stock market class. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube. And stay safe out there because it's a dangerous world. Yeah, she said, ooh, iPhones. All right, Galaxies too. All right, we love y'all. Peace.